It's almost 3 o'clock New York time. I just want to run you quickly through my thought about where EU is heading. I'm not sure how many of you still remember this, but not long ago I did a review video. Actually, it wasn't so much of a forecast, but that was a breakdown of a trade that I took on EU as well. Again, it was using very similar analysis, and it was the identical strategy which I almost always apply to gold and major forex pairs. When I recorded the video for you guys, I obviously entered somewhere here, and the price was just hovering around maybe here somewhere. I don't remember it now, but it did end up finishing above the control level of the 15-minute channel. But my TP was actually somewhere here. I wasn't overly ambitious, and if you remember that video well, you would recall that the reason I had my TP here was because look at the liquidity level here, right? This is how I trade, and it pretty much almost always work out well for me because it's a swing position, so it's not as stressful as the day setup. For my thought about where EU is heading, I have entered a long swing position for EU at the price of 1.09375, targeting anywhere between 61 and 136 pips. Now, my reasons to those who are very trained and very immersed into my methodology already, you can probably just see straight away why I did what I did, right? So the 2-hourly chart, again, we're talking about having a macro bias check. The 2-hourly chart screams bullish trend for you. And the reason for that is, number one, we have a lot of time spent in the upper half of the 2-hourly ascending channel. And you can see that price was rarely active in the lower half of the 2-hourly channel, and the only times it displayed a lot of hard rejections here at the borderline, and then here within this lower half of the 2-hourly channel. What we see here is a clear ascending 15-minute channel. Again, we've got a number of hard rejections that spell out a lot of buy opportunities for us. So if you bought here, or even here, it would have paid off enormously for you. Now, trading the 15-minute chart, returning to this point, I'm just going to zoom into the 5-minute chart actually, since this was what I was trading. So this was considered a rejection, and another rejection here, and then we had a power up move to spell out some mild sign of change of character. However, didn't quite succeed. Now this candle was not exactly a strong indicator of a bull run, so I waited till the next day. It wasn't really ideal because looking back, obviously I could have bought at an even better price, somewhere here perhaps. But this one is more of a strong signal, and then I waited for a little bit more. I waited till this clear break of structure to then, so this was considered my bullish break of structure. I then enter somewhere here, and it's now about 13 to 14 pips in my favor, which is great. I'm not going to fiddle with the stop loss. I believe this is a reasonable stop loss for the time being, of course. Later on, I'm going to move it up somewhere here once it hits this liquidity level. In terms of setting a reasonable TP, I can have my TP either here, or the intersection of the liquidity pool and the control level of the 15-minute channel, which is somewhere here. But I'm gonna be just slightly less ambitious, so I'm gonna target 136 pips. Now, this may take quite a few days to realize, but that's okay. It's only a small position, a small swing position, so to speak. And if I am going to be just slightly more ambitious, I can look at the inner ascending ceiling within the 15-minute channel. See how this ceiling actually connects all of the previous hard rejections above on the upside. So this would consider a reasonably ambitious TP for longer term. And that's all from me today. I hope you enjoy this quick forecast.